Hey guys, welcome for a fucking Find Out Tuesday. There's a can opening in the background. That's how you know it's quality.
Yeah.
Today's just the usual bunch of people. We've got Deadpool, Trim, Michael Nutty, and myself. And we're going to do talking about
Who the
some
fuck
news.
just yawned?
Hold on a second.
Who the fuck just
Hold on a
yawned?
second. Let me crack this open. No.
Motherfucker.
At least they're not snoring.
Right. Yeah. Fucking czar.
Kids these days. Okay. Little side note. If you're going to come on the podcast, guys, we understand it might be a little intimidating. Don't get so fucked up. You fall asleep in the middle of the podcast. Right?
No, it was a good podcast. The backup took care of all his talking for him.
Yeah, he didn't have to say. He said like 10 words in 2 hours.
Yeah.
But
there's lots of.
Well, we're gonna do a sleep study on him real quick.
I was like, wait a second.
Not bad manners, just good weed. That's all.
That's right.
yeah, that's a bit good.
Is that or somebody was fucking a pig? I'm not sure.
Because in the green room, he was super talkative. And then he's like, hold on, let me hit my bong real quick. You just heard like bubbling sounds for 5 seconds. And then he was like, then there was like a little cough. And then there was this like, and then there was just nothing for fucking like, and we're like, dude, you still alive? Did you die?
What?
Like, no, I'm good.
Am I on a podcast?
I'm eating some ice cream.
So like 30 minutes goes by, and they were like, "Hey, is he still alive over there?" He's like, "I mean, what do you call it? A liter of ice cream."
What's a liter of ice cream?
This is the best crackers. These are the best crackers I ever ate.
I mean, a liter of cola.
Nuka-Cola?
Yeah.
Nuka-Cola. All right, Marco, did you find your freaking shit yet?
I did. I found a very highly regarded paper of MB and so the blastomycosis has been infecting people in Dunder Michigan at a paper mill. Apparently, some people are getting sick, and the fungus is wreaking some havoc. Started in the old Afghanistan, and it's moving south. It seems. And
that
now
means
I think
you guys are fucked, and I'm okay.
Cases. Yeah, well, it looks like it's localized so far around the Great Lakes. It's in moist soils. Yeah, and that's about it. And it is in other areas, and they don't know how to control it yet. And it can spread to the lungs and other organs, which is fun stuff. You know, it's all good stuff.
That's fucking great. Yeah, nice. That's happiness. That's perfect. Let's do that. All right, and other freaking news, other than we're all gonna fucking die. Well, they found an ant in amber, right? It's a 50 million year old fossilized fucking ant in amber that's got the oldest known parasitation by a fungus, and the picture of it's really fucking cool. It's got like this protocordyceps like growing out its abdomen, and you can see the spores like caught in the amber. So it's really pretty fucking cool. It looks like Oklahoma State University is the people who have it currently. But I want one of those. Like, if I become like an evil fucking like mad scientist, which I'm always on the precipice of becoming anyway, I want something like that in my fucking like evil cane. You know,
what are the gadgets you pull out of your belt? Ha ha!
Like my pimp cane's gonna have like, just cordyceps eating the shit out of something. I think it'd be pretty fun, cool.
Dude, that'd be awesome. Just have a little like a mushroom on top of it, a little sprinkle your spores there, little spores there. You know, let it spread. Just fucking
yeah.
And then it infects the home. If you can infect people and then wood, you're just fucked. You know, where are you gonna go? Where are you gonna go? It lives in soil. You're gonna dig a hole. You're gonna go in a cave. Not gonna work.
So they figured out how all of these like plant diseases were able to like infect healthy plants through their leaves. It was funguses. These guys in Japan did it. They ended up 3D print or molecularly printing like tiny shit, and so they made the holes like absolutely fucking small, and then they put like a little dab of plant matter on one side, and then the mycelium on the other. So it had to go through this like little wedge that got smaller and smaller until it was like single, like smaller than the cell itself, like tubes. And the freaking mycelium found a way to squeeze itself down to smaller than its actual like cellular diameter and push itself through the tubes like a freaking octopus like goes through shit to kill fish and stuff to get through there so it could go and infect stuff. So they're like, wow, it's so like cordyceps infects in the same way. So if you're talking like last of us shit, then you wouldn't even need to get bitten. It could just literally squeeze between the cells in your fucking skin and fuck you up that way.
Louise.
That's horrible.
It's pretty freaking awesome, right?
You think I could
Horrible
get
in an awesome way.
You think I could get a culture of that somewhere?
No, don't teach cordyceps to eat people. Oh. And then also out of New Mexico, they besides just weird shit and fucking mutant people in New Mexico, they worked on genetically modifying yeast to do like there's this like buffalo grass, and then there's also this other grass that's pretty it's like elephant grass. It grows like really fucking tall, and it's pretty much an invasive species. Like nothing in America eats it. It's really tall. We're talking like 9 foot tall. It's super, super dense. And people used to use it for like windrows and hedges and shit, and it kind of got out. You could see it driving down along the highway here in Texas, but they figured out they could mulch it and feed it to this genetically modified yeast that they added. So yeast is kind of like an in-between bacteria and a fungi, and they added some extra fungus DNA to it, and now it'll eat it, break it down, and turn it into alcohol. And it's really fucking efficient. They've got it up to 21% alcohol. So it'll ferment to 21% alcohol, which is really fucking good. Really, really good. Yep.
Cool.
And
that's like turbo yeast territory, yeah?
Yeah. But to just eat just like the plant matter without any extra sugars. What? It's pretty fucking cool. So, anybody else got more shit? Or you want me to just keep going? Because I got fucking tons of stuff.
What else you got to pull out of your sleeve?
Some scientists decided, hey, you know what? It was really cool back like 70 fucking years ago when all the coffee plants like in the world fucking basically died off from a crazy killer fungus. Let's just go ahead and dig a fucking pit where those dead plants were buried and burned, and then try to like resurrect that fucking coffee killing fungus that we finally eradicated. And they did, and it's alive, and they figured it out. And it still kills coffee plants.
What the fuck? We cannot have this.
Right? It causes coffee wilt. And they found the OG original super deadly fucking strain of it. And they're like, yeah, that's going to be great. Let's bring that back to life.
Let's resurrect that. Didn't they do something with fucking mammoths? They're finding a whole bunch of shit in ice too. Right?
Oh, they were actually eating the mammoth or something.
Well, they're talking about the mammoth thing. Is they're actually supposed to clone mammoths this year? Now they're going to use an Asian elephant and just knock it up with some like modified, like fucked up ovum. And, yeah, and it's going to be freaking pretty cool, man. I'm all happy about that because I want to spear hunt a mammoth like my ancestors, like.
Right?
I thought we were all doing that anyways. Didn't we have that thing set up for?
Yeah, we had a. Well, I thought we were gonna go loincloth and murder some hogs all together, all high as fuck. I thought it was gonna be great.
That's the true epitome of humankind: resurrect a mammoth from the dead just so we can kill it.
Well, yes. You don't know. It might have given you fucking magical powers. You don't know how this fucking origin story is gonna go.
Right?
Testicles.
Yeah, you throw a fucking addle through the heart of a mammoth. Maybe that's how the old gods came about. You don't know.
Right?
Well, talking about old gods, you hear about how they're now the new discovery of moving matter using sound waves. Wasn't that a theory on how they built the ancient pyramids? Is that they used some sound waves to raise?
Well, that's what Tesla had that whole theory about the magnetic fucking frequencies and sound frequencies where arrows will move shit and fucking shit
Yeah,
would
and like
float off
liquefy the
fucking
rock.
floors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of crazy.
that's pretty fucking cool. So they found a fungi in the soil that it's pretty common fungi, but they found out that it actually farms bacteria, which is pretty fucking cool, right? Like Boyce Thompson Institute, some institute that nobody's ever heard of, and it's probably important to someone.
The people that work
found that there's a type of called an arbuscular mycorrhizal fungi that establishes with roots of 70% of all land plants. It takes fatty acids and nitrogen and phosphorus. So it trades fatty acids for the fungi's nitrogen and phosphorus. So the plant's like, here, have some bacon, and then the fungus is like, great, have some nitrogen and phosphorus. Well, these buscular mycorrhizal fungi, they don't have the enzymes to free the oxygen and phosphorus from the complex organic materials they break down. So what they do is they literally have like PET, and they make these little like hexagon shaped fucking pins, and they have the PET freaking like bacteria that they feed the liquefied shit to, and then the bacteria shit out nitrogen and phosphorus, then they transport that to the plant and trade the plants. There's like a 3-step process going on here, which is pretty fucking cool. That's cool. Like,
it's amazing how sophisticated and intelligent nature can be through evolution process or whatever.
And this shit's happening at like such a tiny microscopic level, and it's so complex. You got a freaking fungus going out there and breaking down some wood shit, liquefying it, feeding it to the fungus. The bacteria is shitting out freaking nitrogen and phosphorus because, shit is fucking nitrogen and phosphorus. Then the fungus is like, hey, I want to trade this shit for bacon. And they're doing it. But they're able to isolate this AM fungi with their own little microbiomes, and they're using it to replace fertilizer. And it's working to the point where, like, plants that are grown, like, from seed to 65 days, they can't tell the difference between the stuff that's fertilized conventionally and the stuff that has the relationship with this fungi and the bacteria. So it's really working out super well. Now I just got to wait for the fungi overlords to figure out how to freaking farm us, right?
How do you know they're not doing it already? They planted voice squares.
We're doing their bidding already.
Yeah. What do you think we're talking about on this podcast? It's all about mycology. They're like, man, these fuckers.
Right?
So they used fungal ghost cells. Basically, they took they demyelated they took everything out of the fucking fungal cells, and they made it into a new type of what do you call it? Sunblock. And they made synthetic melanin out of it. So you can put so instead of putting zinc on your skin, you can put some hopefully dead fungus.
Good Lord, man.
All it takes is one live cell and you're done.
I swear, fungus is our is modern day peanuts, man. They're just getting to be everything.
Yeah,
like George Washington Carver with making 400 things out of peanuts. It's awesome. It's awesome,
dude. I can't believe it was only 3 years ago they finally did the genome. So they got a hold of Alexander Fleming, right? Does everybody know who Alexander Fleming is?
Yes.
It sounds familiar.
Heard of him. I can't say I know him.
He's the dude who discovered penicillin.
Yes.
Okay. Oh yeah, I was just
penicillin.
seeing if you knew that. Yeah.
So he's the fucking penicillin guy. Does anybody know the OG origin story from that shit?
You mean when he put his sandwich down and it killed the fucking shit on the petri dish?
I thought it was like a scented cantaloupe or something.
It's a cantaloupe. Yeah. He found a fucking cantaloupe, and he just swabbed a little green fucking mold that's on the backside of the fucking cantaloupe, and that's where he got the sample. He was taking samples from everything, absolutely everything, just to try everything he could, right? To grow everything he fucking could. Well, they found some samples of his that were frozen alive more than 50 years ago. All right, so some of the original penicillin strain, and they just recently managed to take the 2 different strains of penicillin and do the full genome sequencing of it, and they find it's different than the penicillin that we are using today. So,
what has the government done? What has the government done to make it in their favor so they can go ahead and control us later? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, no, I'm just thinking that maybe we've used up the penicillin we have today, basically, right? Like everything's pretty much fucking immune to it. What if we go back to the OG one? That's why
it's just a badass fucking rainbow culture coming in and fucking kill HIV like it's a little bitch.
HIV is a virus, buddy.
Oh, I'm just throwing out an idea. Jesus. First one.
Okay.
For my next drink, I'm going to cross cordyceps with a honey badger.
A
honey badger.
Honeyceps.
Cordager.
So
anybody have anything else?
I say we need a topic that's more than 3 minutes. Let's see.
This has been more than 3 minutes. How many minutes has this been?
We're 16 minutes, 44
16 minutes.
Yeah, we've talked about 4 different things. It's 4 minutes a pop, which is good. But what I'm saying
I mean, that's all we need for fucking news, right?
Yeah. Fuck news. Fuck them.
Yeah, we really don't need to talk about news.
No, I like talking about news as long as people are the end is coming. That's the kind of news I want to hear.
Oh yeah, it's definitely it is guaranteed day by day.
We're really getting fucked up left and right, like globally. Like it's not going to go well for America over the next 5 to 10 years. It's going to be a shit show. I'm thinking whoever gets elected a president next is going to be the last president of the United States as a whole before it breaks up and goes, I'm taking my toys and going home.
Well, the next president, the next president is going to be the one that everybody blames, even though he's not going to be the one that fucked it up. He's going to be the last one, so that's going to be the one that
What is that old saying? I don't know what World War IV is going to be fought with, but World War V is going to be fought with sticks and stones.
Right.
Well, that'd be World War III. I think we're kind of already in the beginning part of that. Right now, we're just playing a big proxy war with it. We're using Japan and Ukraine and as the proxies for it. So
we're just sending all our fucking munitions over there and being like, hey, let's see what'll happen when we keep sending over our new equipment to talk.
Well, I mean, it's a great testing environment. It's a target-rich environment. Yeah, I mean, I'm not bad about it at all.
Oh no, I love that it's streamed in HD quality. It's fucking beautiful.
That's right. I want to send my first Raptors over there. That's going to be great.
Raptors?
Yeah,
dude,
like the dinosaur raptors,
the Velociraptor.
Oh, the Velociraptors.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that they already did shit like that, or they were trying to weaponize them in the last movie, and it didn't go so well.
Well, I thought it went well. Great, didn't it?
It fucked up everybody but who it was supposed to.
I didn't watch the movie.
I don't think that that the guy that trained him got hurt. He still has his awesome friend Blue, doesn't he?
That was the bitch one. No, when they made the Murdersaurus Rex or whatever the fuck it was called.
I said Velociraptor. That stupid crossbred.
Velociraptors are so tiny. They're so tiny. The ones
you remember that when I sent him over to say hello. How tiny?
I was a Spartan kick that son of a bitch. Fucking Velociraptors are like the size of a turkey, man. They're really small. The Jurassic Park's got them all fucked up. The ones that they're showing are actually Utah Raptors. So,
do not fucking shit in my Cheerios. Don't do it.
I already just did.
What are they? Are they Mormons? They have multiple wives? What's up with the Utah raptor thing?
Yeah. That's where they were discovered.
I know.
But yeah, it's like I just making sure that you hate that you know that now.
You take that fact and you shove it.
Shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
Shut your damn dirty mouth.
All right.
My fucking wife tells me that shit all the time. I hate that I know that now. All the time. Well, so anybody got any new projects going on with mycology?
Well, hey, go on first.
Well, you go for. I am in the process of building an entirely new lab and
no doxing. No doxing. Okay.
All above board gourmet, so nothing shady here.
That's so fucking sweet.
Yes,
so tell us a little bit about what kind of equipment you got and what you got going on.
Well, it's all in boxes right now, but I have the makings to build an 8-foot flow hood.
Ooh, Jesus fucking, that's a flow wall, bud.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's actually going to be built into the wall with stainless tables across the front of it.
That's right, sexy.
Yes, sir. And I'm designing it into a controlled room so that the flow hood blows the clean air in, and then there's a 6-inch exhaust vent to let the air out, so that I can have a slightly positive pressure.
Nice.
Yeah. I got everything. I got all the grow tents. I got all the bags. I got everything you can imagine. It's going to be awesomeness.
That room would be like the best room to like be in if there was like a biological attack.
Exactly.
Just chill in there. Yeah.
The layers clean.
Fuck everybody.
There's an attack. There's an attack coming. Why are you running that way? You don't fucking worry about it.
Go run for your lives, guys. I'll stay here and tie my shoes.
Right?
Yeah. Don't worry about me. I got this.
I'll stay here and support you guys.
Yeah. Emotionally from a distance.
Yep.
Well, that's pretty fucking awesome, man. Like,
yeah, I'm excited for it.
Are you gonna do like all of the gourmet? Or are you gonna focus on anything in particular?
I am gonna do a little bit of everything. I've got 20 different gourmet strains ready to. They're in syringe form yet. I just got to grow them out.
Damn, you need to build a bioreactor if you're gonna go that big,
right? It's gonna be small samples of each type. It's not gonna be like giant grows.
Oh, okay. And then I'll figure.
Yeah, just 10, 15 bags of each at a time.
Okay, that's cool.
That's still 250 fucking bags.
I have 3 4x8 grow tents, so I should have enough room.
You're definitely gonna need to go. You're definitely gonna be cycling. You're gonna be cycling your cycles, I think.
Yeah, man, dude, that's really really sweet. So you need you're gonna need to have your masters and then like put those away, and then just do like quart jars of everything else.
Yep.
Yeah,
and I bought a brand new micro fridge, so no more of this micro fridge failure things. I hope.
Nice.
I got one of those beverage coolers with the glass front.
Yeah, I've got one of those for my beer fridge. I fucking love it.
Fuck you, Trim. You knew I wanted one of those.
It's got the colored lights inside and everything. I'll send pictures as soon as I get it all built. I still got to build one wall yet and a door.
Damn.
Hey, what's that freaking mushroom we wanted from Japan? I got somebody asking.
We already have it. Japan. We got the Zap. The Zap.
The Okinawa or Okinawa?
No, we got the Okinawa. It was a Zapatakis or something like that.
I thought the Zap one was from like Mexico.
No. This was unless you found another one. It was the one I'm talking about is the one that has the green caps with the light brown stems. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a greenish tint. They're called the Zap.
Yeah, it's a fucking green one, man. That's the one I want.
That's the one I got. I got it already.
You have fucking everything, dude. You're like the Wikipedia of mushrooms. It's like, nah, you come milk, I got it.
Yeah. if it's a land race, I want it. Like the new ones that come out now, you has to be really fucked up for me to fucking even bother trying to get it. I'll get it only because people are gonna be like, oh, I want something. Let's trade. So then I'll get the shit that I don't have, obviously.
Oh, of course.
But there people are just there's so many people. Even if you think of it this way, I mean, all the thousands of us that do this hobby, all right. Only if like say 1% make a new fucking strain every month. Shit, we're still getting 50 plus new strains a year. That's fucking crazy.
Oh,
I mean, I'm popping up close to near 175. No, I'm past 200. I forgot. I just got like 20 new ones that I didn't have. I'm past 200. And
now,
it's good.
With all those strains, have you partaken in a good majority of them?
Nope. Nuh-uh.
No. Have you gotten reviews on any of them? Like, I'm just curious if there's a significant difference between them, or if they're classed together with, these ones are a particular way, or if they're all have their own.
I have a list of every time somebody gives me a review. Let's just say, but it's not a big list. Most of my stuff is usually one bag grows, just so I can make sure it's good, and then it goes in storage. So, like I said, especially now with the Castellini, I believe it's what it's called. Tech.
What did you just fucking call me?
Castellini. A fucking Castellini.
I am not castrati. I would like to tell. I have my testicles.
But now it's going to be even easier. You can have a fucking a tube filled with distilled water with fucking the agar pieces. Just toss them in there. I mean, with that fucking, they did it for like 20 years, and they got 90% success rate when they came 20 years later.
Oh, shit. Okay, break that down and describe that for our listeners.
Fuck them. No. Fuck that. All right. Okay, so basically, all it is, I mean, it's called the Castellini Tech. All right. What they did was they preserved the fungus in distilled water. That's it. You make sure your plates are clean. Nothing's wrong with it. But here, I actually have it. Let me bring it up here. There was there 594 strains were studied during the project. 90% were saved after 20 years.
Fuck.
So all you're doing is you're taking your distilled water, you're putting it in basically like our slants. You fill it with distilled water, you're putting pieces, multiple pieces if you want, into this storage unit, and then you're taping it off, because basically what you're doing is it's going into basically a cryogenic fucking lockdown. And once it gets put in the LC or puts on another plate and it gets any kind of a nutrient, it wakes the fuck up almost immediately.
Dude, mushrooms are so fucking cool to be able to do that.
Right?
Right? Just be like, hey, I'm going to take a nap for 20 years. Wake me up when there's something to eat.
Yeah, right? Yeah. I mean, I want to make sure I give you guys the right numbers here. I'm trying to find my doc. I have paperwork. I'll print it up. What was it? Because that was still
that was the case for humans. Fucking, I'm gonna take a nap. Wake me up when there's food. 30 fucking years later.
Those are called vampires. Those are called vampires. Yeah.
Do they hibernate though, like a bear? I mean, I know that like every vampire has a story.
A vampire hibernates like a bear.
Not to worry about the Russian vampires. They creep through something. 50 fucking
They
people.
come out like a bear from hibernation.
When that's I didn't even say to that. When did the vampires start talking like a fucking Swedish fucking chef?
Gooba Gavin. Yeah, the Hurgenberg. That's what they need. They haven't done that.
There goes all our Swedish listeners. Thanks, fuckers.
Yeah. Well, dang it. What country's next?
I will get those 7 back if it's the last thing I do.
Yeah. Oh shit. Have they had a Swedish vampire? Come to think of it.
Do we need to go to IKEA to recruit listeners?
Hello, thank you for coming. Have you heard of the FAFO cult?
Jesus, we're gonna burn in fucking hell. I just already feel like I can feel the sizzling. We're gonna burn.
Our Savior is coming.
Fucking
Our Savior is coming. Savior
Yes,
is
he will
coming.
rise about from the Grand Canyon. Oh wait, he'll come down. Is he supposed to come down? He's supposed to come down.
Yeah, that's one of them. One of them.
Which one's our savior today?
I like the invisible spaghetti monster.
Okay.
Baby Craig Jesus.
May
Baby
his
Craig Jesus.
noodle ugly appendage touch you all.
Wait a second.
May your sauce be flavorful.
May your meatballs be a pound.
Why are you Arabian now? What the fuck is going on?
We're trying to touch all hearts and souls.
Yeah.
By touch, do you mean poke them? Like
Yeah.
at a fighty manner? Front poke?
Yeah, lightly with a steak, you know.
Yeah. Just don't do it to the forehead. That is not a target.
Yeah, I don't think I watched Walking Dead and like, boy, skulls are sure easy to poke over there.
Right.
Like, I mean, you ever tried to stab someone in the head? It's really difficult. Like, skulls are pretty round. The things just slide right off. You end up half scalping the person.
Just get a fucked up haircut.
Oh,
It's not as easy to scalp someone as you think. That's a lot of.
It's pretty easy. I've seen people accidentally get scalped with like fucking like getting like stepping on the hair in fights. Excuse me. I've seen this chick. Oh, this chick was working at a fucking butcher shop, right? She was like, she had her hair down instead of up. And got caught in the fucking like the what do you call it, the bandsaw cutter thing.
Oh man,
fucking ripped her scalp off, like even with her ears straight across. It was glorious. I've never seen. Like, okay,
Like,
wow.
I've never laughed so hard in my
no. I've just never seen that much blood come out of a human body and them still be functional. Like, you think head wounds like bleed a lot until you have no scalp. And you understand that people used to, like, in the Native American days, when scalping was 100% fatal. Because, one, they didn't have any real wound care. I mean, what was it? Rub some dirt in it? You know, like, that was your...
Take out skin.
Yeah.
I saw somebody almost get scalped in real life. It's not funny. It's horrible. Ooh.
Wait, are we scalping people? Like,
I was
a person...
Is that allowed now?
In a past life, I used to... In a past life, I used to work at a mushroom factory. I was a maintenance man, and on the packaging line, the little trays of mushroom you get from the supermarket were coming down the line, and this girl, her hair fell out of her hairnet and got stuck in the conveyor belt, and it was like dragging her along the conveyor belt
and talking to us at the same time.
It sounds like it's giving the bird PTSD.
Sorry. I happened to be right near it when it happened, and I happened to have a hammer in my hand, and I just broke the conveyor belt with one hammer.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
It's the only way to keep her from getting her hair ripped off. It was horrible.
I've seen people get their hands ripped off. You ever seen a degloving? That's pretty cool.
I
Yeah,
know somebody did that once. It wasn't a degloving, more so like the tips of your fingers that were hitting a snowblower, and they hit. It comes with a fucking machine. It comes with a thing you hit the snow with, so it comes out. But this person, they were punching it down, and their whole hand went through the snow into the fucking blades. And but they had a glove on, so it basically ripped everything off, and the glove kept everything there. So when they all went to the hospital and everything, they had to put all their fingertips and shit back on. So it was
cool. We had a
get all his skin ripped off his leg once too, like that.
I had a jackass. Okay, so these guys were drunk as fuck. Okay, and they were like, I don't even remember what they were building. Maybe working on their front porch or some shit like that. This asshole has a small piece of wood. It's maybe like 6 inches or 8 inches fucking long, 2x4. And he wanted to cut like a quarter of an inch off of the end. So instead of doing like anybody that would be normal, where they just like have a buddy stand on it or something, you know, or like use real tools to do it, he decides to put his leg up on the bed of his fucking truck and use his fucking hand to hold it, and uses just like a skill saw to fucking cut the goddamn thing. It's beautiful. He cut off the first 3 fingers on his fucking left hand, and then like an 8-inch long gash in his freaking thigh.
Oh,
It was so awesome. So the guy's like, he's in shock, right? So they called 911 and he met us out there, like standing on the sidewalk. And he was holding his hand, like his wife was holding like the three fingers of his hand, looked like a bloodless jellyfish. Because when all the blood runs out of your like fingers, they lose all like color, right?
No.
So it doesn't stay pink, it just kind of stays ghostly white. And she's like, I'm like, oh, those are his fingers. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I thought it was hilarious. But
Wow.
I have a sick sense of humor. Because the guy was like, I just didn't expect it to go that fast. And I'm like, and you're like, dude, this guy is really, really drunk. Like, really drunk. Because he's still holding a fucking beer with his good hand. Because, you know, it hurts. And so he's trying to, like, self-medicate.
Numb the pain, Bobby. Give me some jam.
That's like that old story you hear about the guy that was cleaning his gun and shot himself 3 times cleaning his gun.
3 times?
Yeah.
Is this a Hillary Clinton story?
Fuck.
It happened in Florida.
He forgot to donate.
Was he set up as a fucking for?
He was just
what do you know?
so drunk he didn't realize he was hurt.
3 fucking times? How the fuck though? Like, it's like playing Russian roulette with a fucking 1911. You know, it's just
Pretty
not
much.
a smart idea. Continue to fucking do it.
Sounds fun.
Russian roulette with every bullet in but one.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't know where that story came from, but I heard it years ago.
I had some kids where they were shooting like, what do you call them, Roman candles at each other, and they then one kid like just got a hold of a fucking flare gun.
Oh Lord!
He shot his fucking buddy with the 12 gauge fucking flare gun, and it was pretty spectacular. Like, it left some amazing burns on it. Like, it was pretty cool. Like, I don't suggest you guys do it, but it definitely doesn't stick in them like in the fucking movies. I can tell you that for sure. But it definitely splattered, and like the phosphorus or whatever's burning in there stuck to him, and just like, I mean, he took his nipple off. So, like, it melted his nipple. Yeah.
I hate when that happens.
Right?
Shit, that's a
Dude,
comedy.
we're just tell war stories this whole fucking podcast.
Yeah.
So, has anybody grown out the zaps? Because I got this dude who's going to Japan, and he's like, oh, I think I already have some of those, but mine aren't green. And I'm like, they have to be green. The ones I want are green.
Yes, the ones I know, they're supposed to be green. Some of them are. I think what it is that they're green at points of the grow, and then it gets lighter at the end. I'm about to go ahead and work on them. They're on my next.
You better
my next cycle.
Yes.
Because you only got a few months till my fucking lab is back up and going, and I want to do one grow of those to see what they fucking look like.
All right. Oh, how about this? I did actually do the toque for everybody. I got the first ones out. I put pics up for everybody. They're actually pretty. They're actually pretty nice looking. So I will have transfers made for everybody. And
Nice.
Oh, sweet.
So you guys don't have to worry about sporing and all that other shit, assholes.
What'd you do to the spores?
I've sporulated all over them.
Oh, sweet. Extra sporty.
Yeah. Salty as fuck.
Why the fuck did like humans and like mammals and like half of the animals decide that they need to have 2 different sets of genetics from 2 different things to like breed? Isn't that kind of stupid? Like, Why don't we just like, it doesn't seem very efficient. It seems like the most successful animals have both sexes, but then still have a sexual type reproduction. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's still some type of procedure that they go through. I love the
one. A selection process. Yep.
Yeah.
Or
it just seems like really inefficient.
Yeah. We also, but like in compared to most of nature, we're just kind of this weird fucking animal.
Yeah, we are, right? Like,
it seems like we don't fit in really. Because everything else seems really hive mindish, and I mean, we could be, but I think like there's something built in almost to
humans are tribal. Humans are tribal. Yeah, they're very tribal. You find your group of friends and you stick with them and say fuck everybody else. And we're super tribal that way. And you start off with small tribes, which are like family units or like, and then close friend units, and then you kind of go out there to like community, But the community units have been lacking in America for a long time. And then from there, you go into like your state or regional, and then you go into like your country units. And everybody's still, like, even though there's a very loud minority that's like, America bad, the majority of people are still, America, fuck yeah. Just like, look what happened with the whole Bud Light thing. That didn't go
Don't make me start singing that, man. I will.
Yeah. Did you guys see the new Bud Light commercial? Please tell me you did.
I did not, but I heard about it.
Yeah, so it's just like this giant Clydesdale, like doing like rearing up on its back legs, with like the Twin Towers in the background. It says never forget. It says never forget. It's obviously fucking pandering, right? It's like pandering as fuck. There's a bunch of kids with their hands over their fucking heart, like American flags and shit. And then, like, my favorite thing was somebody was on Twitter. They're like, "So is the Clydesdale trans now too?"
It's a subtle hit to talk about backpedaling. Holy hell!
Oh yeah, it didn't go over well. But the other beer companies are doing fantastic. Like Yuling has thrown a bunch of shade at Bud Light. They're doing great. I switched to Yuling because, well, it tastes better.
I mean, like,
I didn't know it tasted better.
The marketing standpoint, why wouldn't you? I mean, you take advantage of what's going on. Who said that? There was a very famous person. Never let a good disaster go to waste. Same thing. You never let a good controversy go to waste. If someone's fucking going against something, there's always gonna be another guy voting for the other side, and he's gonna fucking make out because he took advantage of the situation.
So, which one of you fuckers is gonna run for president?
Not me. Not it.
That doesn't sound.
I'd vote for Trim.
Oh yeah,
he's easily the most level-headed of us. Yeah, he's the most grown-up and adult-like.
Sorry.
Definitely have to. We definitely have to vote for Trim. Trim for president.
So, what's your running stance, Trim? What's the reason?
Legalize everything. Legalize everything. Everybody gets a gun. Have at it. Only thing illegal is messing with children.
Okay.
And
does that mean I can have slaves again?
If they're willing to let you enslave them, that's their problem.
Well, you said legalize everything. I mean, at least they'll have jobs.
Don't think not getting paid is technically a job.
I'll pay them in food and like housing.
That's a sharecropper.
I got so much work I need to do on the new property. The only way I can afford it is with slaves or to do it myself.
Right?
Yeah.
I was working on a demolition derby car back in the day, and there's about 5 of them being built, and nobody was helping me with my car. I went down to the store and I bought 4 cases of ice cold beer in the bottles, and I set them inside my derby car when I got back, and I said, nobody touches these fucking beers unless they're working on this car. Worked perfect.
Hey,
I had all kinds of help.
That's a good idea. About Brad Peoples. That's
Yep.
a good idea. Yeah.
I had all the help, man. Look at NASCAR pit crew running over there.
That's a good idea. I was just going to I don't know, go adopt a bunch of children and then just use them as slaves.
That's what my parents did. They just had a bunch of children.
We're kind of to the point where we can't have
Sounds like a lot of fucking work either way.
Nah, it's easy. Kids are easy. I don't know. I found raising kids to be easy.
Yeah, you feed them in the morning, you throw them outside. If they come back for dinner, feed them again. Worked out.
Yeah, it's like if they love you, they come back. If they don't, they're on a milk carton.
It was never meant to be.
Yeah,
Never meant to be.
they're not tough enough if they don't come back.
Survival of the fittest. No more of this fucking snowflake shit.
Right?
You guys are going to hell.
Yeah, right. This is a yellow brick road.
I already know that, so why try? It'd be better.
Yellow brick road to hell.
Might as well enjoy the ride.
Exactly.
Right? Jesus. Anybody have anything mushroom related to talk about? Oh, you guys ever done one of those compost pile hot water showers?
No, what the hell is that?
Oh, fuck, guys. You guys haven't ever done that when you're camping?
With a compost.
Oh, you're talking about using the heat from a compost pile to heat the water. Okay. Yeah, I've seen that.
We'd go camping, and then just put we just take with us a 1/2-inch poly tubing, a big fucking roll of it, and then just roll that shit up and pile a bunch of leaves of compost, and that we just piss on that the whole fucking time we were camping, and then we just have a little pump we throw in the freaking stream, and the water going through the compost pile is 150 feet of poly pipe. It would heat up, it would get hot. It would get 165 degrees, the water coming out of there. You'd have hot showers. It was just for hour, 2 hours. It was like on-demand hot water heater. It worked good.
I did that when I was a kid. Except it was a solar power. We had the little PVC pipes, spray them all paint black. You could just put a drip coming from the house water. It would go through all that fucking on a 4x8 sheet of plywood. It was all painted black. Cold water from the faucet. And then by the time it came out into the fucking pool, you couldn't even put your hand there because it would burn your fucking hand. It was so hot.
Yeah.
Good times.
You don't want to burn your testicles off. You
can squeeze the end of the tube and then fucking burn people that are in the fucking tub in the fucking pool with you. My eyes. That's what I knew. Yes, it's a good time. It's funny. That's good stuff.
Yeah, you gotta yell at Rick right to hell too. God damn it, kids these days. So who else is doing something fucking new? We talked about Trim and his freaking lab he's got setting up. We talked about
dude. How about this? How about this bullshit? It's all right. I live in New York. I was about to go ahead and move everything into a bigger joint that's outside, like a bridge. Well, not a bridge, a barn. I'm glad I didn't. It's fucking April 20th, and guess what? I got an inch of snow outside.
Yeah, I got tons of snow too. So.
I mean, it's the tundra. You're up there with penguins and shit, so. I just got done sending y'all fuckers pictures of all the beautiful flowers in bloom here.
Yeah, I saw that.
On our cactuses and palm trees and shit. Yeah, I know it is. Man, it looks like it looks like it's cold up there. He's sipping on a mint julep.
Yeah, right. He's like, this is but I got a couple guys lined up talking cactuses. So actually, maybe next week or the week after, we might be able to do that.
Nice.
It's gonna be fun.
So I've got all this fucking prickly pear that I got to get rid of, and I was looking at ways to get rid of it. You can't mow it with a shredder because wherever the pads land, they just fucking grow, right? So by mowing it with a shredder, you just vastly expand it.
Flamethrower.
And then there's chemicals you can use, but it takes up to a year to kill it. But one way to do it is to dig it up and throw it through a fucking chipper shredder, and it pulps it basically, and then it won't grow back, right? And I was like, well, fuck, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to freaking just ferment it. I'll just chipper shred the shit into IBC totes and then make fucking mezcal or something out of it, So, fuck it.
When life gives you lemons, find somebody whose life's giving them vodka and have a party.
Right. Because there's a company here in Texas that does that makes mezcal, a really good mezcal out of the local prickly pear. These ones we have don't have that many thorns. They've got maybe 10 or so thorns per pad, so very, very few thorns. But they're big. They're 8-9 feet tall. They're huge plants. That's a lot of plant. That's a lot of cactus. But they're growing underneath them.
I'm still looking for my fucking softball-sized peyote to put on my fucking office desk. I'll get it one day.
What, you don't? Did you lose it? Did it walk off?
Uh-oh. I can't find one, motherfucker.
Oh. Why? Did people not sell them?
They do. I want to trade. I don't want to buy one. I want to trade for one.
Is that? How do you pronounce it? Trinoceros or how do you pronounce them? There's a name for them.
Oh, I don't know the name. I just know what they look like, and they have that nice little flower on the top. When they finally, I just know it as peyote. I don't want to drink it. I don't want to blend up a fucking 30-year-old plant for an hour's worth of fucking
puking your guts out.
Right,
Yeah,
I want to.
I don't understand these people doing these fucking drugs that are highly unpleasant. Hey, I had a really good friend of mine. We're gonna call him R. Okay, and so R just got back from fucking Brazil to going on a like crazy peyote like week long fucking thing, right? And I'm like, was it fun? He was like, oh, it was okay. And I'm like, well, I mean, did you like? Was it make you sick? He's like, well, I remember like crawling to try to go to the bathroom, and it was just coming out both ends. I'm like, this really doesn't sound fucking fun. Like, I can have a good trip on some mushrooms and not be like miserable, shitting and puking all over myself. But I guess that's part of the fun.
There has to be some benefit to it.
Yeah.
Ain't shit. It's like the same thing.
People are bulimics for a reason, right? Maybe it's just part of that whole fucking kink. I'm not a kink shamer, guys. Do whatever you want. Kink shame.
I got a fucking funny story. If anybody's got a story, anybody got a story? Before I tell my fucking stupid ass story.
No, sir. Story. I'm dying to hear it.
Oh, Jesus Christ! So it was Tanya's birthday, right? And fucking Deadpool sends me some goddamn mushrooms because I'm completely out of fucking mushrooms.
Oh my god!
All right, and he fucking sent me some shit that was really, really, really good, really, really strong. And I was in a hurry, and I had just got home from work. I have been awake for like, I don't know, 30 hours. And so I jump in the shower, get out of the shower. I'm like, oh, look, there's a package. Open it up. Oh, cool. Some mushrooms. So I take some fucking powder, right? And I put it in a goddamn, I didn't even measure. I just took like a soup spoon and just fucking big old scoop of powder, put it into a fucking cup, add like 4 ounces or so of orange juice, stir it up. Orange juice turns dark purple. I'm like, that's probably pretty strong. That's probably pretty strong. Ah, fuck it. I'm an adult. I got this. I did not have this. So I do the fucking mushrooms. Chase, I drink it real quick, rinse out the cup, drink whatever's fucking left of the goddamn thing, and then chase it with a freaking Bang energy drink. Get dressed, and this is breakfast of champions. And then get dressed, and now I hadn't eaten in like, I don't know, 18 hours or so. Totally empty fucking stomach. So I get dressed, and we get into the freaking car to go to this birthday event that we'd rented out part of the zoo at, right? And I'm like, cool, I'm going to go there. It's going to be great. We get about, because it's cool. My wife's family was going to be there, and we don't really get along that well. And so I was like, I usually do mushrooms prior to doing anything with them because it's like a mood enhancer and it allows me to like tolerate them as people. And, about halfway fucking there, I knew I fucked up, right? Because, about halfway there, I knew I fucked up because like I'm like really high and I'm just keep getting higher, like really, really high. And it's just it's not even anywhere near peaking. It just keeps getting stronger and stronger and stronger. My wife's driving. The road does not make sense. It's like 30 minutes to the fucking, to like the venue. And she's trying to talk to me about like catch me up on the new shit that's going on with her family so that I don't like, I guess, ask them the wrong question or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, gotcha.
And I am totally not paying attention.
So you're in the green room is what you're saying. You're in the green room.
Yeah, we're in the green room, and I am not paying attention because, like, I have my sunglasses on, and there's like mandalas like playing across the fucking sky and across the white car in front of us, and like it was just like I was like, whoa, that was a lot. This is gonna be bad, I'm like, this is not gonna be good. So we pull up, and there's no fucking parking, right? And the closest parking is like a half a mile away, I guess. And so we pull up, we unload everything, we start getting it set up. My wife hands me the keys. Go park the truck. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, I got this, right? So I just follow the fucking signs, crawl over there to go find a fucking parking spot. Now I passed the worst part of the come up, and I'm just on the full blown fucking like high. Right. And I'm like sitting there in the parking lot trying to find a parking spot, probably creeping along at a half mile an hour. And the cars are like moving like piano keys. like up and down, like somebody's playing the piano keys using the cars in the parking spot. And then I find a parking spot, but like it keeps getting narrower and wider. So I don't know if it's for a car or a motorcycle. And I don't want to get out of the car because I don't trust myself to fully put it in park. Right. Mm-hmm. So I just pull up next to it, roll down the window, and just gauge based on the window. But then the window gets really big. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to use the backup camera. So I managed to back up into the spot perfectly. It turns out it was actually 2 spots. Fucking made it. Nailed it. And now I've been concentrating so hard on freaking parking that I have absolutely no goddamn clue which way the fucking zoo is. Or, like, where the hell we parked at. Like, where did I drop, like, my wife off at? I know it's a half mile that way cross country, roughly. So I pull out my phone, and I'm looking at the GPS, and I put, like, Find My Family on, so a little dot pops up that's there. And I just use that to find her, but then there's, like, a fence between us, right? And I'm like, I don't remember this fence being here, And I, like, the fence is only, like, maybe, like, 4 or maybe 5 foot tall. And I was like, so I like, look over the fence. Oh, I can see them over there. Like, there's no, like, moat. I'm not going to jump over the fence into, like, a Jaguar container or something. So I just, like, in my mind, gracefully scale the fence. Who knows what the fuck I was actually doing? But it only took me, like, I just went
crawling over some lady sitting on a park bench thinking it's a fence.
Yeah. I just yeeted myself over the fucking fence and landed gracefully, and then just walked over there and got to her. And but I was like, she's like, "You were gone like an hour." I was like, I thought I was like gone like 10 minutes, but okay, time dilation, it happens. But if you look on the maps and you look where I walked, I did not walk a straight line. There was like, because like little dots, like it shows you where you walk. There's this big giant serpentine motion between like parking spots on cars and like through a bunch of trees, across part of a golf course to get to where I parked, where I dropped her off at. But yeah, that was Sunday. That was a great time.
I believe the words you were looking for were "thank you."
Yeah, that was very well made. I'm telling you, it was intense.
Nice.
That's
all I needed to hear.
I have not been hit that hard in public ever. Yeah.
You asked for strong.
I did, and I definitely got that fulfilled. That was intense. And it was like, what strain was that? That was ODPE, right?
That was my,
like
yep.
Your ODPE. Well, I'd like to tell you, sir, that has not got the most pleasant come up of any of the other stuff. That one was maybe it was just because of how I did it, and I was
like you put it with the orange juice, so there was no kind of maybe orange, like a slow come up. Don't get me wrong, that one's rough. It is rough.
Yeah,
at almost all sectors, but doing it with orange juice. That was probably not the best way.
It just started off like, oh, I think I feel something to, well, okay, I'm on this ride now. It was like 2 breaths. And then it just kept getting stronger. But yeah.
That's one you need there. You have to have a watch. Because if you don't have a watch, you think that time is, yes, that one is very bad like that.
Yeah, pretty bad time dilation. I'd say as far as like now after like the crazy come up and after the first like I guess hour, it was quite pleasant. But that first come up and then the first hour was very, very, very intense. After that, it was smooth sailing, and I didn't even call anybody stupid or ugly or anything. So
you got what you were looking for.
Yeah, no, it was great.
All right.
Yeah, if I'd go back, I would definitely wait until we were physically there to do it, instead of, because I had no idea I was supposed to park the fucking car goddamn half mile away, right? Luckily, it's just on, like, there's no turns. It's just on one fucking road, and it only goes one direction into the freaking parking lot. So it's like not like you had to it wasn't difficult. It wasn't a difficult mission. It was a very easy mission if you were completely dead ass sober. It was a epic fucking journey if you were not. I was trying to listen to music to some of my favorite songs, like to kind of like space out again, like kind of like ground myself, and that didn't work because like the band's playing and the cars are moving in tune to the music. It was pretty intense. But
Nice.
that was Sunday. That was my great day.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's not actually, you know what? That's like the second best part about my college is having someone give good reviews on your stuff. The only thing that's really better than that is when you open up a nice big tub with a full canopy going all the way from front to back, side to side.
Yeah,
it's like baby
that's
horse.
really quite nice.
Yep.
There's definitely a big feeling of success when you do that. It's like I've made it. I am a mycologist.
Right?
Yes. Especially when you work it up from score.
It never, but that never gets old. Like right now, you get a nice bag. You're like, oh look, I got a nice bag, guys. Here, look at these 12 bags I just did today. You know, but a tub, that huge tub, that there's a lot can go wrong in the tub. You know, you get a little bit of a dry spot, and that comes up that spot. You don't get, you don't pack it just right. Shit starts pulling in from the sides. So you get side pins. You get the whole thing. It's just yeah.
Has anybody known anybody that got like a really big canopy outdoors? Like,
dude, yeah, I have before.
Really?
Like, it was
were you growing in the ground or were you growing in a tub outdoors?
I was actually growing under my bushes on the side of the house.
Nice.
No shit.
Which were you growing?
Penis envy.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Fuck yeah.
That'd be beautiful. Go out in your garden. It's like, oh, tomatoes. Oh, some carrots. Ooh, penis envy.
Right? I see they grow, whenever I've grown them outdoors, they always end up not as leggy. They're always kind of much shorter, and the stems are a lot more woody when grown outdoors. I think it's because of the air movement caused them to stiffen up.
It's possible, yeah.
No, I'm sorry about that. I actually had a phone call I had to get rid of. No, what actually happens outside? I was usually using penis envy because penis envy will eat wood. They like it, honestly. I mean, not too much, but if you put it with mulch under bushes, you only get one good one every year, sometimes two, and you usually don't get them the same year that you put them out there. But I just basically made, I think it was like 28 quart jars. And
wow.
I made 28 quart jars, but I did grain to grain 3 times. So it wasn't that big of a deal. It was pretty much just one day worth of work. But I scraped away like the top 3 to 4 inches, and I put cardboard down. Then I laid all that shit down there, and then I just covered it with the mulch that was out there. So it had just one big. It was one long. It was long. It's probably about, I want to say that covered about 6 feet underneath everything because they were up off the ground. The bushes had been trimmed, so there was like a square, but there was like a 6 inches underneath that they could see where it was coming up from the ground. So that was all open, and they were the hard bushes. And came at the beginning of fall when it got cold the first couple nights, and you went outside. One day I looked over there and I was like, wait, what is that? And I went over there and I literally had, don't get me wrong. It wasn't a full canopy, but what happened was the bed it was a big rectangle because it had the logs, not the logs, but the lumber things that you buy that you put around.
Ties.
Yeah. Railroad ties. And from there, within like 3 inches all the way around the area, the perimeter of the grow bed, there was nothing but it was a rectangle of penis envy.
Wow.
And outside they were so fucking thick and hard. It was like normally you can squeeze them. No, they're just kind of tight.
Yeah.
Anything dealing with the sun, everything. I think it's because it makes the outside I don't know what I'm trying to say. it doesn't allow them inside to just be mushy and grow. Outside, you have to work to grow. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the stems actually were hard, and you don't lose as much water. So 10 out of 10. I would definitely suggest doing that.
Has anybody ever grown like wood lovers, like those Australian wood lovers outside?
I have not. No.
Mm-mm.
They're interesting though.
Yeah, I like the weird curly caps and shit they got. But they're supposed to be doing pretty good as far because we're like in a warm area here. I imagine you guys could grow them outside in the summer. It's like plant them in the spring and just let them grow all summer, and they have a fall harvest. But I think it would be really cool to experiment with them. Do we know anybody that has any of those crazy ass Australian wood lovers? Because it'd be kind of fun.
Stone Man, I bet you Stone Man and Carrots got them. They like all that crazy fucking weird shit.
It'd be kind of cool to like inoculate bury a hay bale, and not like a straw bale. Inoculate it, and then like just throw shitloads of wood chips and put a soaker hose on top of it. And see what happens.
See how many you can get out of it. That'd be pretty nuts.
Because Lizard King likes wood chips and like hay and shit like that. Like it loves that shit. It's a partial freaking wood eater. But
I noticed like I had when I was first starting, fucking around with Uncle Ben's, I had the Master's mix. So I was a dumbass, and put Golden Teachers to it. It fucking worked. They came out.
They'll grow. They'll grow. Yeah, and they'll grow on it, but just about anything, But you're just not gonna get the perfect flush that you'll get now that you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, things have definitely changed.
Yeah. Just a little bit,
Right?
just a wee bit. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they have the from a Master's mix standpoint. I mean, they got plenty of nitrogen and shit in there, so from the soy holes, so it should work decently. I don't see how it wouldn't.
Yeah, I mean, it flushed. I got fruit, but I mean, it wasn't the same as so far in my short experience, I haven't experienced anything like I am now using rabbit manure as like a nutritional additive in my substrate. It seems like that has made such a difference in the fruits and in the bluing, in the potency, and just the flushes, and how much vigor is in the mycelium. It seems the blocks are so much harder. They're like my chestnut blocks. It's just like almost woody.
Well, what percentage of bunny shit are you using?
I'm not measuring, so about 3 handfuls.
Are they infant handfuls?
So
there?
A decent man hand. I've been told I have butchered hands.
An adequate man hand. Man hand.
So is that what we're coming up with today? The AMH, adequate man hand. I can add that to the list. The RJU, the FPM. That is going in there. Adequate man hand. That's
not only with the rabbit chip, but there's also some hay that goes in there too. Because I mean, I'm taking it right out of
her litter. That's great. I like that idea. I'm gonna do buddies, but I like to have a screen bottom, like a 1/2-inch wire mesh, so that everything just falls through.
Oh yeah, that makes it simple.
I've done. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I gave mine like the Taj Mahal. She has two levels in her cage, and
wow,
to the side it's carpeted. I mean, she has her own little burrow that's actually all shaded. I kind of got ridiculous with my buddy.
Oh, I just bred meat rabbits.
Hey, we don't kink shame, buddy. We don't kink shame.
All the females.
They call me Lenny.
Right.
So basically, I had like imagine like an 8-foot long, 4-foot wide, like table made of mesh, and then it was divided up into 6 little segments that had 2x6s and a mesh screen on top, and then like a nest box in the back of it. So I could open it up and get to the nest box to check on the babies and stuff like that. But the rest of it was all mesh, so that when they pooped and everything, it fell through. And I had these big, what do they call it, cement mixing tubs. You could buy them at Home Depot. They would slide in the bottom. And so I'd catch 100% of the poo and everything, and I'd use that in my compost to grow like tomatoes and peppers and stuff. But I'd love to do that. Like one of those tubs, like in 2 weeks, rabbits just Shit, a spectacular amount.
Dude, if you have 2 rabbits, you'll never need any more compost for anything unless you're growing a fucking fucking gourmet farm. 2 rabbits is all you'll ever need.
I can vouch for that.
2 rabbits. 2 rabbits to give you like 3 gallons of poo, like a fucking week.
Oh yeah.
Like they really do let it out. Like it just comes in one side and goes out the other. But they don't really do a super good job of digesting it. So, that's why there's a lot of nutrients left in it. But it's why it's also considered not a real, it won't burn your plants. You can use it directly on your plants. You can use it directly on your mushrooms too, because it doesn't have enough nitrogen. Isn't it like a 3-3-3 fertilizer or something like that? Or like a 1-1-1? Which one is it? I remember it's real mild. But it's got all sorts of good stuff in there, like decomposed cellulose and all that other crap. So can't say enough positive things for bunnies. They're useful, they're tasty, they're cute, they're cuddly, and they poo a lot.
So according to a 2-second Google search, the NPK is 2.4, 1.4, and 0.6.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, perfect. It's great. Little slow release fertilizer. Yep. Good times.
I will say this though: if you ever have, my father had rabbits because he likes to do the prepping thing. He had rabbits because he went ahead and thought about the whole meat rabbits, so when the end of the world comes, they get a baby, they'll eat the babies, blah, blah, blah. You know how that works. But if you ever take your spent blocks that you think are gone, then you're never getting anything out of them again. You've got 3 or 4 flushes out of there, and you throw those motherfuckers in a compost pile where you throw rabbit shit, you're going to get another 3, 4 flushes out of those fucking blocks because they will eat that shit like nobody's business.
Oh, imagine they would just colonize all the rabbit poo.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Yeah.
Which is cool.
It's pretty awesome. Yeah, I used that shit for my garden. So it's like last year was the first year. I'm curious on how this year is going to go, especially because I'm planning on burying some of the spent bags in my garden and seeing how much pops up. But last year I had probably fucking 10, maybe a dozen mushrooms pop up during the season. Using
Excellent.
Huh. I wonder if you did a bed that was just like you just dug a fucking hole and just filled it full of rabbit shit. You could probably grow pretty good on that.
Oh yeah, I think that might be a worthy experiment to try. I can facilitate that.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Feel free to send me some rabbit shit, dude. I don't have rabbits.
You can go get your own rabbit shit. Just go adopt a rabbit.
Fuck, I'm not, dude. I had to take care of those fucking things. When I was in school, I did the whole veterinarian thing, whatever. I want to be a vet. No, those things are monsters. Monty Python is not a lie. All right. You got those nastiest things. You got to fucking feed them that fucking black goo. You got to take care of their asses. You got to fucking chew down their fucking teeth or what? No. I have a dog.
What are you talking about? That's way too much work. I never did any of that. I was just fed them stuff to chew on, like blocks and things like that. Yeah. Just cut off ends of 2x4s, and they just chew on the fuck out of that. But
shit, my Lucifer is slowly eroding her cage with her fucking chewing because her cage is all wood. She's just fucking gnawing at it.
Give her a cut off end of a 2x4 is what I did. Just an untreated regular old 2x4, just like a 2-inch wide piece. They like to pick it up and drop it, so they're real loud with it. But they'll pick it up and drop it and throw it around and chew the shit out of it, and it's fine.
Oh my god, talking out loud. Have you heard them fucking thump on wood?
Yeah.
Jesus. Sounds like a fucking gunshot in the next room. Because my Conti is like 20 pounds, so it's a little bit of weight in her thump.
Anytime that they would see a dog or something they didn't like, I'd have the 6 girls and 1 boy, and then I had a big grow out cage where I put all the babies to grow out. And they would, if they saw something they didn't like a strange dog or a fucking eagle flew over or some shit like that, it was pretty loud. The first time I heard it, I was like, "What the freaking hell was that?" But,
innovated.
You look over there. Well, you look over there, and the whole cage is rocking because those meat rabbits get big. Like when they're older breeders, they're like 25 pounds. They're big ass things. So, but yeah, I would do rabbits again. It was really fun. I just fed them scraps and grass and shit. I had a scythe, and so I'd go out and just scythe like 4 or 5 swipes of like the field grass, and then roll it up and just put it in their little hamper every day. And that was like 90% of their food was just, it was like a clover and random shit, just whatever grew in the field. And then they'd get a little bit of grain. But it worked really well. It was like 0 input at all. The only thing I did was fill up the water because I had little automatic water nipples. I just filled up the water thing like once a week. It was like a trash can that I put a nipple at the bottom of. And once a week, that was it. No inputs at all. And I was getting, maybe 50 or 60 baby bunnies a month that I would then raise out and just let them get up to where they're about 8 pounds, and then just
massacre.
Yeah, I mean, I can describe how I did it.
It's got teeth. Yeah.
It was coming at me, I swear.
It's coming right at me. But no, the rabbits were actually quite tasty. They were quite tasty. Like meat rabbits are like 90% white meat. They're quite good. But a few definitely high up there with quail, and meat rabbits and chickens.
You say ducks, rats?
Quail, meat rabbits, chickens, and ducks.
Okay. Meat rats.
That's what he said. He didn't say. Yeah, I think he said rat, and then he said rabbits afterwards. So I heard both.
Well, I mean, I guess we could come up there and get some from the subway. Those you guys keep claiming they're fucking ginormous.
Yeah, that's a good subway.
They have guns. These fucking rats in the subways have guns.
Fucking robbing people.
Dude, it's like, give me all your fucking cheese. Give me all your fucking cheese. Give it to me now.
Splinter was bad.
The subway rat with the pizza. Oh, dude, I watched a video once of one of those rats killing a fucking pigeon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. And then drags it back into the subway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was impressed. I was like, damn. Get it, girl.
Yeah.
They call it bird. What do they call it? Shit.
Swab?
Trafficking. It's a bird trafficking. That's what they're doing down there. Bird trafficking.
They're trading in pigeon.
Right? You're like, give me a wing. Give me a wing. Come on, just give me some beak. Give me some beak.
Fucking scratch it like crackheads.
Right? Come on. Some feathers on that bitch.
She was probably just really hungry. Had to feed her nest. That's all.
Yeah, feeding the little ones.
Yeah, just working hard. She works hard for the money.
Shaking the tail on the corner.
You guys are bad.
Oh my god! And to think that they were blamed for a plague, and they've also been used as torture.
Oh yeah, and then now they use those giant African Gambian pouch rats for mine detection.
You're talking about those huge fucking guinea pig looking things?
They're huge.
Yeah.
Go, little buddy, go.
And, well, they're supposedly.
I'll see you later, buddy.
They're supposedly light enough. They don't set off the mines, but because they're supposedly light enough they don't set off the mines, but they can smell them because they're like rats have crazy good smell, better than dogs. So
they're extremely intelligent creatures, that's for sure.
What do they do when they find a mine? Turn around and say, "Hey, bro, there's one right here."
I don't know. Maybe they just sit there and stare.
They basically make the same noise, kind of, that your bird's making right now. They can squeak. I mean, that's not. They squeak. They do. When I bred ball pythons, I had to breed rats because I was not paying someone for fucking rats that I could sit here and throw in an aquarium and they would be fucking full of fucking. But I had one male that I had kept there. All the males got fed out immediately, right? But the male, Jack, was a big, huge, black fucking rat. And he figured out one day that
Tyrone or something. God damn it. You totally missed out on that.
Well, because Tyrone was the actual lab rat that I had, the first one. So I couldn't, the name was already taken. But this Jack dude would get out of his aquarium. And I don't know, I still to this day don't know how he did it. But I think at one point in time, I saw him reach up. He would jump up, grab the top of the aquarium, and do a pull up and push off the metal grate that was all around the whole tub. He was so big, and then pull his ass out. But whenever I came in there and he was gone, I would sit down on my chair and I go, Jack, come here. And he would show up, pop his head out from behind my fucking computer, and I would give him some food and put him back in his fucking cage. But he would squeak at me if he was hungry. And that was, rats are fucking awesome pets. I'm not going to lie.
I had a rat when I was a kid because my mom wouldn't let me have like a Boston Terrier. But so yeah, I had a rat, and it was a good pet. I had it until it got cancer, so I had it for like 5 or 6 years. Yeah, about 5 or 6 years.
Now, do you get a cancer because of Jesus Christ, I can't talk. What is that called? The
Radiation?
Today, Junior.
Fuck. Yeah, the react. Too much beer and THC is fucking with my speech impediment.
Well, at least you're not snoring.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it just got cancer because cancer was in vogue, I guess. In like the 90s, everybody got cancer. So,
Vogue.
Yeah, it was just the thing to do. It was just to get cancer and die.
Wasn't that also like didn't AIDS have its run back then?
Yeah. Just getting diseases and dying was the thing to do in the 90s. Yeah.
Happens.
Yeah. That's about right. I'm trying to think of what else happened in the 90s that was good. What happened in the 90s?
The Buffalo Bills lost 4 Super Bowls in a row.
There was... just like, I think 90s is kind of just like a lost decade. Like, you had like Gulf War I, you had Bill Clinton, you had
Clinton.
Yeah.
Did you just throw up in your mouth?
Fucking president, if you're the president, 1, why would you marry Hillary Clinton? And 2,
oh my God,
why would you want to cheat or have, like, you could have any woman in the entire world? Monica Lewinsky?
Yeah.
Really?
Even in her prime.
Maybe she could suck the chrome off a trailer hitch, dude. You don't know.
It was all about that technique.
But you're the president. You could get, like, anybody.
Yeah, that's true.
There must have been something.
I mean, like, look at JFK got freaking, like, Madonna, or like, what?
You mean Marilyn Monroe? You
Yes.
Whatever. Close enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like Vogue.
Close enough.
Jenny Chong. Jennifer Tilly. Oh yes, Mel Gibson.
It's not even close. Not even close.
You know the thing.
Yeah, the thing. The one doodad. So if you could have like an unlimited fucking budget for one piece of badass equipment for your lab, what would it be?
Well, I mean, you mean something I don't have now? Or...
Yeah.
It'd be a float.
Something you don't have now.
Damn.
Like a
I know it.
I want a
exactly
centrifuge.
what I'm fucking getting.
I want a centrifuge.
I want
That's
a
cheap.
big. I want the huge sterilizers, an autoclave.
That's what I fucking want. I want one of those. Have you seen them? Like, I've seen them on Alibaba. The damn thing that's like, you know, it like holds like we can hold like a half a ton of substrate.
Yeah,
And it's like,
you pull out the whole rack and you slide it out the center, and then you just put everything in there at one time. That would at that point in time, I would start sterilizing again.
Yeah, because the thing is like it runs to like 22 fucking psi. It's run off a steam jacket. So it heats up with a steam jacket. It says a steam generator that hooks up to it, and it has like a 2-hour cycle. So like 2 fucking hours, your stuff hits 22 fucking psi for like 90 minutes, and then you slide your fucking rack out, and you're done. And you got like 800 to 1,000 pounds of substrate to go.
Yeah,
that would be fucking legit.
Stop explaining my thing. Pick your own shit.
That was what I wanted.
You asked me first. Come up with your own.
Because I didn't think you'd want the same thing I do. Jinx, motherfucker. But
No steam.
Yeah,
But
that thing
anyways,
would be.
what about you guys?
I
What
don't
you
know
guys
what I
found?
would do with it.
What do you mean? It'd be the
Well,
same.
you
It'd be
have
like
to-
it'll be like when you got your it'd be like when you got your rock tumbler, your cement mixer.
Oh,
Everything's got to
you
go in
guys
there.
need one of those.
You're like,
You guys-
By the way,
shave. I gotta
Feral,
shave. I gotta turn on this. I gotta turn on the fucking autoclave.
I've been meaning to mention that, Feral. I have a cement mixer for you to assemble later.
Oh, fuck that. No, did you buy one, though? You got one?
I did, yes.
Oh, you're going to love it. Did you get it from fucking Harbor Freight?
No, I got it off Amazon.
Oh, was it the same one?
It's a blue, I think, Ridgeline or something. I can't really know.
Okay.
That,
Mine doesn't even, I don't even think mine has a fucking name brand. It's just orange from Harbor Freight. It didn't have shit for stickers on it. But, oh, dude, that thing was the worst assembly. I think I took pictures of it live streamed, basically assembling it when I first got it. And you have
5 hours later.
Yeah, you have help. You can make your slaves help you. Or your
That's
children
correct.
help you. Like,
that is correct.
My wife was working at the time. My daughter was still in a not even walking yet, and they're just attempting to put that damn thing together was a damn nightmare. But because it's gyroscopic, everything it turns in 3 different freaking planes, and you just can't line up the holes. It's a bitch. It's not fun. But yep,
And they were
0 out of 10.
probably produced by child slave labor somewhere.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it looks like it was all pressed. Like it was all pressed steel. Like they heated up the steel and then press it in the molds. Is what it looks like it was made of. So it's got real sharp fucking edges. Yeah.
Nice.
You don't want to stop it with your hand. It would
I know the
Good
box
point,
in
Kurt.
mine came in looked like it got fucking drop kicked off the back of a semi. But other than that,
those
That's
things are
pretty much
pretty damn
everything, isn't it?
sturdy.
right?
Right? Shipping has really gone to shit.
When was the last time that you got anything from the fucking post office that didn't look like they were fucking playing football with it for an hour?
Oh,
Yeah,
get
it's
this.
been a long time, man. I just shipped somebody some fucking soap, and it arrived fucking with the heel print in the fucking soap. Like,
Awesome.
what the fuck, man?
One of my tents that I ordered, I got a notice from Amazon saying it was being returned. UPS said it was damaged and they're returning it. It must be in bad shape.
Yeah, they
Really
must,
bad shape.
if somebody must have ran that thing through with a goddamn fucking forklift or something.
Right. I never even got to see it. It was that
Yeah.
bad. They returned it.
They were jousting again in the fucking warehouse and they used it.
Right?
Yeah, fuck this guy's shit specifically. No, I just didn't know how. Like, I just put it in one of those little flat rate shipping, like the small flat rate shipping box that they sell. Like, they're pretty fucking sturdy. It was just one dude ordered one fucking bar of soap, and I threw in a little package of freaking steak salt, shit like that, and a couple stickers, just as like, oh, thank you. And he took a picture. He's like, it's all caved in on top. I took a fucking picture when he opened it up, and there was literally like a boot print. You could see the fucking like tread in the goddamn bar of soap. And the bar of soap was all squished. I was like, they had to have jumped and landed on that damn thing to do that to a bar of soap. But it was like, you fuckers. Like, it's at this point, like, I rarely ship anything United States Postal Service anymore because they're just crap. Like, they've really gone downhill. I don't know if all the people, like, during, like, Rona, if everybody fucking retired that knew what they were doing there, and they just, like, had a bunch of temps, and they're like, guess what? Y'all got the job. And they're like, okay.
Third string.
Yeah, what do I do?
Yeah. But, man, it's their quality control. A couple of years ago, I'm saying, what, maybe 5 or 6 years ago?
Yeah, a couple years, no. Maybe about 5, maybe.
Yeah, well, 5 or 6 years ago, they were the carefulest with your shit. You know, like you could send some fragile ass shit via USPS and it would arrive there. People would send. I was in a big seed savers group where we would ship each other like exotic like watermelon seeds and exotic like our big thing for like one entire year was wheat, like wheat seeds from around the world, like just crazy shit from Syria, stuff from like land races from all over the world. And you could literally just take like a little plastic baggie and throw your fucking wheat seeds in the damn thing, and then mail it to each other, and nothing would even show up crushed or anything. You can't do it now. Shit, you can't even probably send glass marbles through the fucking mail; they get crushed.
Yeah.
So
diamonds turn into dust. Yep.
They just destroy everything.
It's sad.
It's bad.
Everything's changed. Like in the past few, especially the past 2 years, everything's changed, even drastically.
Where do you think this? Because I've been watching this runaway inflation crap happen. Where do you think it's going to end? Do you think they're going to have to go back to a gold-backed currency or a silver-backed currency, or what do you think is going to happen here?
Well, first off, it's not going to matter if we keep buying all our shit out of the country. If we keep doing that, well, no matter what we do, we're going to get fucked because they are still going to be able to adjust their prices to fuck us more. So we have to do more shit in-house. I mean, I don't know.
So do you foresee this crazy BRICS crap going to kind of kicking off like a Great New Deal type thing within America where we start manufacturing shit again here?
I hope so. That would be great because just it's always been fucked up how the great big companies here leave because they save so much money by going and using children in China. But now China is using them. All our big companies that started here that are now there. So now they're basically taking over the country, buying shit because we are paying them. I don't know. I mean, there's so much bullshit right now that we are letting it happen to ourselves because we wanted to make a buck and we have fucking shady people in the wrong places in government. I think the only thing we need a reset is what we need. We need the government if they had just terms that I think that would have fixed us fucking a decade ago. But now people can stay in there forever and they can have a long-term game because they know they're going to be there. Long-term.
Well, you think you're taking it all to like only one term per
two. Like, I would say two would be enough because you can't do that much damage. You would think.
Great. Look how long some of those senators have been there. Some of them have been there longer than I've been alive.
Yeah, there's people in there that
like
definitely.
Feinstein's been there like. Feinstein's been involved in politics for like 56 years or some shit.
Yeah, she hasn't even voted in the last 3 senates, I guess.
Yeah, there was that other dude. He was one of the JFK descendants, one of the Kennedys, and he was in politics for like 63 years. As like a senator, and it's like, what the fuck? How do you get there and do that? But
that's like your president. He's never had a real job.
Well, it's not my president.
He's not my fucking president.
I voted for my dog for president, and she believes in naps and good food and belly rubs.
Oh yeah, that's my running platform. Every day, everybody's required to eat milk and cookies and take a nap.
What about lactose intolerant?
Let's do this.
You're not thinking about the lactose intolerant? That's a fucking torture sentence. You're like, dude, I want you.
There's tons of different types of milk. If you want to go milk,
did you say milk?
You want to go
milk?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you want to go milk a fucking almond, have at it, sir.
Lactose intolerant.
There's
no such thing. Just let out a good fart. You're good to go.
My friend would beg to differ while he's hugging the porcelain god.
That's part of the milk experience.
Well, it's like the milk is the new ayahuasca.
Yeah, right.
Just give him some milk and shrooms and call it like poor man's ayahuasca.
What is the poor man? There you go. Yeah.
What is the poor man's ayahuasca? I've heard it before. Is it just taking a fucking shitload of shrooms or what?
What's that fucking plant that you could eat the seed and you fucking
mimosa?
You get delusional, like it's an actual delirium.
Well, ginseng weed.
There's lots of them.
It might be ginseng.
Yeah, there's a fuckload of them.
But I mean, I guess that would be a fucking poor man's thing if you can just go find a flower, find a seed, eat the seed. Or what is it? Morning Glory? Is Morning Glory one of them too?
Yeah, Morning Glory is. You don't want to really mess with that because that is actually quite toxic.
So are Tide Pods, but I mean, you can't fucking.
Yeah, that's true. God bless the world. It was so much simpler back in the day, where all you had to worry about was dumbasses eating Tide Pods
And getting hit with a bucket of water.
and the fire challenge. The fire challenge is my personal favorite.
Fire challenge? What the fuck is a fire challenge?
You never heard of the fire challenge?
No, I have not, sir.
So there was like the bucket challenge, there was the Tide Pod challenge, there was all these different challenges. The fire challenges, they'd spray Rocinol lighter fluid on their chest or on their stomach, and they'll be standing in the shower.
Good Lord.
And then they light themselves on fire, then they have to turn the shower on and put themselves out.
Oh,
my God. Get rid of all unwanted body hair.
I hope that none of them survived because none of them need to
live.
A
lot of them didn't.
That's exactly what needed to happen.
That's beautiful.
If you're that dumb, you deserve whatever you.
For about 2 fucking weeks there, all the nation's 911 was a bunch of fucking kids burning their fucking face and nose and eyebrows out. It was.
I can't believe I've never heard of that before. That's just fucking.
Dude,
that's the kind of stupidity that I want to hear about.
When we're done today, you need to look up Fire Challenge and just hit the videos. It's fucking amazing. So many people like lit themselves up. But see, what they do is they, instead of turning around and turning the water on, they'd have a friend like filming them, right? So they'd light themselves. They'd light themselves on fire. They'd freak out and slap at it with their hands, and now their hands are covered on fire.
They're spraying, right?
Yeah. And now they run it through their fucking hair for some reason. Every single one of them. And now their fucking hair's on fire. Like, it's glorious, man. Like, you gotta watch it. It's like, freak out, rub your belly. Your belly's on fire. Your hands are on fire. Oh, rub it in your hair is on fire. Instead of just turning around into the shower and getting and trying to put it out with water, every single one of them freaks out and lights themselves on fire.
They want to spread
I have a glorious fire story. But I would dox myself for sure because this must have only happened to one person ever. But I'm going to go ahead and generalize this. Imagine someone in a garage where they went ahead and they're a pyroman. They're pyromaniac. They like to set shit on fire. So what they decide to do is they're in a garage. They want to light things on fucking fire. So now they've been in a garage for a couple hours. For some reason, they seem to have... let's just say got gasoline on their pants. so they light a puddle on fire where it lights the pants on fire. So they're like, oh shit, now I got a little bit of fire on there. Now let's say they grab a bucket of what they think is water in a garage on the floor, which turns out to be cleaner for fucking tools. So needless to say, they pour this on their pants. And they now are completely engulfed in fire. Okay? Now this fucking person is running around like an asshole, and he's burned on like 70% of his body before he finally got it put out. The only thing that is not burnt are the palms of his hands and his nuts and everything from his nipples up. Because he had his hands covering his balls while he was running around trying not to be on fucking fire because he was fucking retarded. Okay?
Isn't it? You guys ran into the fucking snow out there. It snows like 75% of the year.
I wasn't. Yeah,
we know it's.
So have you healed up from the burns yet?
This was a long time ago, and like I said, his whole body from where his boots stopped, okay, down. His feet are good, but then the whole legs all the way up to like mid belly or something. It's all just fucking skin grafts and shit. He spent months in the hospital. So I mean, this guy was. That was. I mean, I call him Freddie. I mean, that's his new nickname. I've been calling him Freddie for years now. But,
does he have a thing for kids?
No, that kid's not that I know of.
I knew a poor guy one time. He was welding a diesel tank that exploded on him.
Oh shit!
I mean, he was a crispy critter.
Who the fuck welds a fucking gas tank?
Diesel.
I don't know.
But anyway,
it doesn't fucking matter. It's
as long as the diesel tank is full, you can weld on it.
I know, but you can't. Yeah, but if you're. Yeah.
But anyway, the poor fucker's name was Bernie. His real life fucking name was Bernie. Oh man, what a guy!
Well, at least he died doing what he loved.
Oh
right?
fuck.
Dude, I got an industrial accident We respond to this this like side of the road, really ghetto, in a bad part of town tire shop, right? And this dude, I guess he'd never tried to change a tractor tire before, so he pops it up on his fucking machine, hits it with the crowbar to try to break the fucking bead. Those things have a split ring, like a split rim. It fucking popped off there and decapitated the dude. It was, boom!
There's nothing to fuck around with things, man.
Like, his head was in the corner, like the far back of the corner, like behind the shelves, and his body was like half laying over the door. Like, it had just, the explosion looked like a dynamite went off. Like, it blew out the windows in the shop and the whole 9 yards, man. It was pretty.
Did you guys see that shit from, I don't know if it was Japan or China, but the ritual decapitation here the other day in the news?
No.
What?
Yeah, this husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend built their own guillotine, 2-person guillotine, and decapitated themselves.
Oh, that's
they
cool.
It was in the news.
Were they just gonna like kiss each other and then pull each other's?
I don't know, man. I saw it. I was like, "What?
How would that work?
Who pulled the cord?"
Yeah,
I wasn't there. I just saw the headline. I didn't even read the story. I was like, "My God!"
All right, sweetie, here we go.
Yeah.
Let's hope you grease the rails right.
Wow.
That's what I would do. I'd be like, psych.
Yeah.
Wow.
Or it's a 50-50 shot. Which one comes down? You pull the cord.
Right.
Oh fuck! I'd hope it'd be one blade. That's the way I'm picturing it. You fucking go down like one of those old school yokes that you'd have on an oxen. You fucking put your head down, just fucking look at each other, be like, okay, here we go. Let go of the rope.
Yeah, fuck that.
A couple beheaded themselves with homemade guillotine.
You found it. I'm not lying, huh?
Fucking India, New Delhi, India.
Oh, India. Okay.
They're old school.
I can say it says, "Hey, this counts as news, right?"
Yeah.
So So here we go for the article. New Delhi. Hey, do we need to read this in accent, or are we going to read this like?
You got an accent?
None of your goddamn fucking accents up in this bitch.
An Indian couple has allegedly done their suicide by using a guillotine-like mechanism to decapitate themselves in a sacrificial ritual, police said Sunday. Mehmed Makwani, 38, and his wife has been, literally fucking has been.
Has been? So that's why. That's why they did it.
Has-been.
His name was fucking Has Been, dude.
Foreshadowing?
Yeah.
35. Both died by decapitation after using a homemade bladed mechanism in a hut on their farm in western state of Garhat, police said. The couple first prepared a fire altar before putting their heads under a guillotine-like mechanism held by a rope. In the Jaritchin Jahid, a police sub-inspector was quoted as saying by Indian news outlet, as soon as they released the rope, an iron blade fell on them, severing their heads, which rolled into the fire. They were fucking serious.
Wow. They were like,
They were committed. Like, we're going to be zombies. We know it.
Yeah.
So
Fire is considered sacred in Hinduism. It played a significant role in several worship rituals. The couple apparently designed the device used in the beheading in such a way that their heads would roll into the fire altar, completing their sacrificial ritual.
Hey, Bob, what project are you working on over there? Oh, don't worry about it. It's just this altar, because of the gods.
Police who said they have found a suicide note addressed to the family members have launched an investigation. The couple is survived by the 2 children and their parents.
That's some hardcore shit,
Did
right?
you just say they were survived by the 2 children?
Yeah, I guess they were just like, fuck these kids.
Yeah.
Go be some street kids. I mean,
well, they were 38. They probably got married when they were like 12. So.
Yeah, so how old are the kids, though?
Oh, 25. Yeah.
What?
No, he said married at 12.
I don't know. I'm just saying. I know they get married young over there.
Oh yeah, no, and they also don't.
God damn it! Why is there not a picture of this guillotine?
Oh, they won't do
because they don't want to give anybody fucking the blueprints for that.
Yeah, they don't.
I want one. I don't know what I want to do with it, but
don't lie. You want the schematics. You know, you want. So,
dude, could you imagine? Like, could you imagine that? That's like how you're like you do your goats, like like to put your goats and shit down.
You think they're going to the trough to eat? All right.
Yeah. Well, bam.
Oh, the heads are gonna roll.
Wham!
They're like, like you just gotta get them used to it. Just keep their food on the other side of the fucking guillotine mechanism.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it's like, Goaty, no. It's like you wouldn't ever even see it coming.
There's always that. You gotta leave one alive to spread the conspiracy.
Right?
The trough is gonna kill you. Oh no, Bob.
Wow. There's actually pictures.
Oh,
nice. Wait, put these on. You gotta remember, you gotta put these on
Well,
podcast link so that they can see what we're talking about.
They're like they grade out the bodies.
I want to see
that's what I fucking want too. I'm gonna put it in the chat.
I wonder how it must have been like outside.
No. It looks like it was just the FAFOCULT chat.
Okay.
It's sad what happens over there though. Like, I fucking read a story about a fucking like basically a child. There's a teenager.
Damn.
Like 30 fucking guys.
They use fucking railroad ties for weights on that fucker?
Yeah, they weren't fucking around.
They were not fucking around. Let's see. Where are we looking at? Where are we?
Damn.
FAFOCULT general chat. Yeah. It was they weren't playing, man. They used it was weighted.
That's awesome.
Wow.
I mean, she could have done better. He's kind of ugly, but
yeah, like
she's no fucking beauty queen herself.
It was an arranged marriage.
She needs some eyebrow work, But
and whoever put that dot on her face was not very sober.
Well, it's where her third eye is. Okay, her third eye might not be in the same place as your third eye. Why you gotta shame her?
Just
that's true. I apologize. Yep. Listen, just because they drew him with a Sharpie on there, it does not make it real. All right.
I want to show you my third eye.
Yeah, use that as a pickup line.
Just open wide, close your eyes.
Wait. So are we looking at the burn pit where their heads were?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why are they blurring shit out?
Because nobody wants to see the burnt heads.
Obviously, somebody wants to see them because I'm asking why it's burnt out.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, why tease us? What the fuck is this?
All right. All I wanted to see was the device. I just wanted to see how creative they were.
I know,
I give them 10 fucking stars. I really do.
It was completely effective.
It was totally effective.
I mean, their sterile tech needs work. Their sterile tech needs work.
Yeah,
I think the presentation was better.
Yeah, I mean the flower arrangement is definitely not. They weren't even thinking ahead.
Yeah, no.
The flower arrangement it looked good. It looked good. It was very cool.
Get it ahead. They were thinking ahead.
Good Lord.
You know you want to laugh, fucker. You're holding it in.
On that, does anybody have anything positive to say as we wind up this episode?
What the fuck do we ever have anything positive to say? Well, you guys, maybe. I don't know.
We're going to start with Deadpool, as usual.
Oh. That came so sudden. I don't know what to say. I don't know. They think like the people in the guillotine, okay? Every dark cloud has a silver lining, all right? But lightning kills hundreds of people each year. Right? Remember that.
If weighted correctly, you'll get the job done. God damn it. Oh, shit. Fucking Jesus Christ. All right, Michael Nutty, what do you got?
Oh, God. Well, on the note of our Indian friends, let's just, if you're going through anything, everybody has their moments. Tomorrow could be a better day. Don't need to, resolve anything right now. Everything can wait. And a lot of times it's temporary.
They were obviously thinking for a long time to build a fucking contraption like that.
Well, they had goals.
It wasn't a do it today thing. It was.
No, I mean, yeah. If you're that determined,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I tried turning it to a positive note, and you fucking pulled me right back in.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We're going to get downvoted to hell for this episode.
Yes.
And that's the podcast. No.
Thank you. Come again.
Okay, then. Let's just go to trim. Because it's gone to shit. It's going to shit, Trim. Be an adult, buddy. You got
Okay. Positive for the day. No matter how horrible your friends are, always try to be the shining light in the room. Okay?
He's not wrong.
Coming from the... Oh, gee. Let's see. It's never going to... You're never going to regret making a big purchase now if you can. Things are only going to get more expensive as time goes on. If you can buy it, you've got a dream to buy a house or some land. Work towards getting that done before the runaway fucking inflation just destroys your shit. So I'd say get your shit in order and follow your freaking financial dreams. Like, it's starting on May 1st, you can now finance houses and land for 40 years. So you pretty much everybody out there fucking can afford to buy a little piece of property and then later build a house on it. But in 10 years, when you think you're going to be able to afford it, it'll be $100,000 an acre. Everything just keeps going up. They're not making more land. So if you've got a dream you want to follow, get after it now. With that said, if you'd like to send us any sort of hate mail, particularly over this episode, if we've offended you,
send it to
please.
Deadpool.
welcome.
You're welcome very much. But you can go ahead and send that to FAFOCULT@gmail.com.
To Deadpool.
Yeah, just put Deadpool fuck off in the like information bar there, and we'll make sure it gets to the right person. If you'd like to send us some money, we promise not to use it for anything good. It'll go to pure debauchery to keep this podcast rolling. You can do that 2 ways. You can do that through the Venmo, which is going to be @FAFOCULT. You can do that through the CashApp, which is going to be $FAFOCULT. If you'd like to get into our Discord, where you can see us post links live as we do this, you can also talk to us. It's a very friendly place. We're not like a bunch of dicks like you get on certain apps that have been around for a long time, and certain websites that have been around for a long time.
Reddit.
We're a lot of fun, and we enjoy talking to you guys. We've worked really hard to make a very supporting and loving community that's open to everybody. With that said, we love our listeners and everybody. It's doing really good, guys. You guys, particularly you guys in Europe, you're kicking ass. You guys are definitely the fastest growing group of people that are listening to us at this moment. By percent wise, is going to be Europe. By numbers wise, it's going to be everybody out there who's using Boulder, Colorado as your VPN. Somewhere there's a router in Boulder, Colorado that's just constantly streaming FAFO
Nice.
24/7.
That's our favorite router ever.
That's our favorite router.
Good, thank you, Ginevra. I'm sure that's her.
That's probably her. Yeah,
that's probably her.
If you'd like to buy any sort of substrate, grain spod, supplies, and the likes like that, you can get a hold of us You can get a hold of Deadpool specifically on our Discord.
Hello.
Just go ahead and add him as a friend and hit him up that way, and he'll hook you up. We love our listeners. Goodbye, and thank you for listening to this fucked up fuck around and find out.
Later, everybody.
Bye.
Peace.